the conversations go with that to another level, similar to what you've done. And uh, looking forward to seeing and maybe hearing now how things are going with your team and your parents, Tom.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's things have moved pretty quickly here in the last little bit, to be quite honest with you. I think I mentioned to everyone that there's an opportunity to run a prep program here in Northern California. So considering that, um, and so as I start to have conversations with parents that would be potential fits, if that would be something I would do. Now I've got a meeting with the Sharks as far as getting on board with them in regard to their program. Um, so just in regards to like running their girls side for in San Jose, and as funny would have it, they didn't want to talk to me prior when I would be part-time, but now seeing that I might commit full-time, wanting me to be involved in their whole organization. So it's evolved quite a bit, to be quite honest with you, and I think a lot of it, um, people are willing to listen now a little bit because the feedback has been so positive in regards to the team that we have, and just you know just and again, it sounds, and even as I say it, it sounds simplistic, but just the ethical coaching piece, because that really like is rampant throughout the organization, is an issue, and there's not really a overlying theme in regards to that. So yeah, just so again, I think that it's yeah, I might have created a job for myself, to be quite honest with you, in regards to kind of overseeing, you know, the you call it the ethical side of coaching, where whether it's making sure the bench management is consistent, or or in regards to like what is the mission statement, right? Like what is the mission statement going forward in regards to the whole organization? Because I think that they're just scraping the surface in regards to what they're able to do, with the numbers and the infrastructure that they have. So, but that in regards to our team, um, you know, it's been, just to tell you a quick story. So we cut one of the girls. So we had 15 girls. We cut five of them, and I arranged for, because they weren't sure whether they were going to have a second team. And so there was one individual from the Maritimes that I knew has a really, really high emotional intelligence, and the way to be able to, yeah, he's a people person. He understands what his girl needs. He has a girl that loves to play, and understands she needs to compete. So we put him on, basically convinced him to say, hey, can you coach this other team on the other side? And so he went on the other side, and the bunch of girls quit right initially. They didn't make the first team, and so basically, and I'll preface it by saying he doesn't have, like, he plays goalie in men's league, but can barely stand up on skates. I'll be perfectly honest. And so, but that being said, so now it's 3-4 weeks that he's been coaching on this other side, and I gave him a little bit of a template. I just said, make sure they play, make sure that they compete, and I just kind of left them to that. So fast forward now, a month later, we get all the girls together and we have this kind of rogue game that we have, and she comes back, and she, like, how much she's improved. And again, a lot of it is she just loves to play, but how much she's improved over the course of a month, just by having her dad, who's been able to control the environment and has enough emotional intelligence to understand how to get them competing. And again, hey, I very, very simplistic template: play a game, have them race, have them compete. Obviously the skill portion, he can't provide that, but just enjoy him coming. Like, to me, is like, I should show video of what this girl was last year, under the coach that was from Toronto and had wanting to win. I thought to myself, I'm like, I don't even know why she comes, because she doesn't touch the puck and she's not involved whatsoever. And fast forward here, as I say, half a year, and again, I'll preface everything by saying, like, her dad doesn't necessarily know much about coaching the game, but understands enough and is smart enough to know how to get them competing and having a creative environment. So that to me was just a huge takeaway in just our discussions here. So I don't know if that helps anything.
Yeah, Dom, I really want to thank you because you're the benchmark of change here, in my mind.